Welcome to Old Trafford, guys. This will be a start of a new era on the Remote HD channel. It's a Manchester United rebuild on Football Manager 24. However, with a twist, it's going to be set in the season 25-26. The Ten Hag project fell apart, and the start to the Ruben Amorim era hasn't started off too well. I'm here and you guys are here joining me in this journey. First, we introduced ourselves to the press and set the tone. I couldn't help myself but make a few tweets to the backroom staff. So we are here, guys, July the 14th. We haven't had a full summer ahead of us, but we are going to make do with the time that we have. So introducing the players that we currently have. Yes, these players mirror the real life squad currently, including our new signer Mateus Cunha. Unfortunately, he's on high wages, 200k per week. I hate seeing players on ridiculous wages like that. And like a lot of Man United fans, I do believe we still need to bolster in a lot of areas, especially that defense, especially the midfield area. That is the place that I feel like is fragile the most. So yeah, I did mention that we are tweaking the backroom stuff quite a bit. We've already released a few faces. We hired Jim Fraser as our assistant manager. We do need to address the performance analysts though. We are going to put our advert for a new goalkeeping coach. So before we even think about new signings, we need to get the staff in the background sorted. So this is what Ineos is expecting from our first season. So in this current season, qualify for the Europa League because we finished 15th last year in real life, losing in the Europa League final on top of that. Reach the latter stages of the FA Cup and be competitive in the EFL Cup. So not too much expectation for the first year. And they do want us to get first team players nailed down to a long-term contract if possible. So let's just check out the dynamics. You guys already know I'm probably not going to be a highly respected manager, but I am expecting professionalism. I am considered to be a disciplinarian, if that's the way you say it. So we've got already players opposing us, 23 players, only 6 people have no real opinion. But it doesn't help the fact that we have jumped the gun. We have already transfer listed the likes of Marcus Rashford. Chelsea, they seem to be sniffing around his signature. We're just going to play the market, see what we can get out of him. Right now, he's valued at 91 million. I didn't set that value. And like the real life bandits like Jadon Sancho, yeah, just know we're going to be looking to sell him. Garnacho, I'm not too sure. I know what he's done in real life. It is Football Manager. I don't know, man. He's got a lot of potential. Let's see what happens. This is going to be our main tactic that we're going to use for the first season at least. 4-2-3-1 wide. This is pretty much a basic setup for now. Of course, we normally have 2 ball-playing defenders. Obviously, Heaven, I don't think he's ready to be playing ball-splitting passes from the defense. So we're going to have some of the youth players shadow as a central defender. Our approach in possession, we have passing directness on slightly shorter, tempo is on slightly higher. We're a bit more disciplined. We play for set pieces. We are going to upgrade the set piece coach. We pass into space because we do have pacey players. And in terms of transition, we counter press and counter attack. Yeah, so what we're going to try to do is have a standard defensive line. I don't think I trust the pace of our centre backs just yet. So we mustn't be caught out. And this is exactly why I've got one side support, one side defensive. Just so we haven't got too many attacking minded or supportive minded players on the field. I haven't gotten around to setting up all the other things in the background like captaincy, like penalty takers, etc. Bruno Fernandes is obviously going to remain on that. We haven't set up any training sessions for now. We're just going to figure things out. But I do have a lot of things to talk about, especially this offer for Bruno Fernandes from Real Madrid, 60 million up front with installments in 29.5 million. That's going to be paid off in 2 years. And 20 appearances for Real Madrid will equal to another 24 million, and that all equals up to 114 million. That alone can fund a whole entire rebuild. I can't lie, guys. I need to make a good decision here, because if we allow Bruno to go, the fans are going to be in an uproar. You guys might be in an uproar. And even the players that are currently here, they want to be led out by Bruno Fernandes. I'm not too sure if this is a smart idea. But also, it's a double-edged sword, because Bruno, he'll be unsettled if he's not allowed to talk to Real Madrid. We jumped the gun with Onana as well. As you guys can see, I don't really care about ruffling too many feathers. Onana's up for sale as well. We've got a 58 million potential value in a Newcastle United bid. Again, I'm not too sure if I want to sell to Premier League rivals. We already have a goalkeeper potentially out the door, Altay buying there, selling him to Tottenham for potentially 18 million. I wish I read the breakdown properly because I don't know if it's going to be worth it in terms of the add-ons. Casemiro could potentially be out. Actually, he is going to be out to Ali. Al Ali, sorry, I don't know why I didn't read that properly. 27 million is the potential fee for him, and Terrell Malacia for 15 million to Al Tawoon. Yeah, we are gonna try and mix things up. I already promised some of the players that we are gonna be promoting youth players, and Daniel Gore is someone that I do want to use in the preseason tournament before we make a decision on his future. And same with Aiden Heaven. I feel like probably can loan him out after the preseason tournament, see how it goes. And we are gonna go ahead and reject this formal bid from Newcastle United. I don't want to strengthen any Premier League teams. We're already down the pecking order as it is. And guys, just like that, Terrell Malacia and Casemiro, they're going to be out of the door. But we are going to be saying our goodbyes to Altay Bayern there. We're going to wish him good luck. In his next step. I don't feel like he was ever going to be in my plans. So you guys have just witnessed 3 players already agree to leave the door. I feel like we're making good progress already in the market. It's July 16th right now, and we are in negotiations with a bunch of coaches right now. So as you guys can see, we have a set piece coach on his way, a potential coach for the first team, under 18s or whatnot. And our budget has gone up to 61.14 million. I just hope that we could keep seeing those digits go up. 3 players potentially leave. Just to let you guys know, we already highlighted the positions that we do want to find players in urgently. So striker, we haven't found anything just yet. Or found anything just yet. So I don't think Gyökeres already agreed terms of Arsenal by the time this database was made. But yeah, Gyökeres is available apparently. Alan Varela's looking like a top target as a ball-winning midfielder. But I'm not going to rush in. Especially so early in the transfer window. Someone might just pop up and become available. In terms of a goalkeeper in between the sticks, we are open to anybody. That's a developmental goalkeeper. And for now, this Diego Calai guy, he's looking like he's got a decent potential. Andrew Lunan, he always has good stats on Football Manager. I'm not too sure why. Yeah, he normally becomes a world-class goalkeeper in a few years' time. So I'm going to go ahead and get more scouts watching him. So the question is Luke Shaw going to be the right man for this rebuild as well? He's on 200k per week, and he's very injury prone from my experiences on playing this game. So the current injuries that we are dealing with, we have Lissandro Martinez out. He's going to be back in another 2 weeks. Xerxes, he's going to be out. He's going to be out for another 7 days, so he's going to return in training soon. Yeah, so far the search for a left back isn't going too well. You're telling me there's no one out there that's at least fitter than Luke Shaw. Real Madrid are back in for Mateus de Ligt. It is going to be a difficult summer. We're going to have to keep battling off big interest from big clubs like this. The thing is, I do want to rebuild our defence around de Ligt for at least 1 or 2 seasons. So we're going to go ahead and stall on this offer for now. I don't want to ruffle too many feathers, especially all at once as well. Okay, I think we've reached the deadline now. It's 19th of July. We're going to have to respond to the Bruno Fernandes offer. It is an offer too good to turn down at this current moment in time. But again, I do want this guy leading us out during the course of this rebuild. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it, guys. I'm going to have to do it. We're clicking reject. We're going to get backlash from Bruno Fernandes. Yep, here we go. Him and his agent are piping up. Alexandra Santos. I don't think we're going to be able to build a good rapport with this guy. I feel like he's going to be very impatient. Let's read his description. Impatient negotiator. Okay, so we're going to have to speak to these guys. Do you know what? I might just cap to him. I might have to say I couldn't accept that offer. What's he gonna say to this? Okay, 125 million. Okay, we have no excuses if they put in 125 to 130 million bid now. Okay, so in terms of a report on Hartman, he's natural in a couple of positions. He works really hard for the team, good bravery, enjoys big matches, fairly determined attitude. We love that. He's got poor heading ability, fairly poor in the air, might not fit the core of the squad, and he has a tendency to bend the rules a bit. Okay, aggression is what we need in this team. We need characters. I don't care if he bends the rules a bit. His playing traits right now. Can we check them out from clicking this? No, we're gonna have to click on this drop down menu here. So yeah, he runs with the ball down the left hand side. He gets forward whenever possible. If we can add like some sort of marking trait, I feel like defensively he'll be sound. He prefers to be playing as a defensive wing back anyway, or deployed as a defensive wing back. But we kind of push the left-hand side to be more supportive as we have an inside forward down the left-hand side. I did forget to add some sort of assignment for the deep line playmaking role. I know Mainu's good enough to be a first-team player, but we do want someone ahead of him just so he can get some more time to develop. It doesn't have to be a world beater. It could be someone that's just efficient at his job. Like, that's the problem with Man United. We keep going in for these top players and they just come for wages. If we get someone that's hungry to play for the badge, put on the shirt, and we've already got a few players in mind. We have Edison, Manu Kone, he's got a crazy fee. Ezekiel Palacios, I feel like he'll be decent next to the likes of Agate. He's got a few characteristics that will showcase brilliant ball playing ability. Even Quinton Timber, Urin Timber's brother, I think we could probably find something better. He's not bad, but I think Ezekiel Palacios, he kind of ruined it. He kind of set the bar for a lot of his attributes. Ezekiel Palacios and Varela, they're looking like likely options to come in for the midfield. One's more of a ball winner, one can play more as a deep line playmaker. So far, I feel like this episode is mainly just going to be identifying targets and pulling the trigger. It is July 26th. I'm sure the fans are getting restless. They want to see some new faces, but in Ineos fashion, they hired me in July the 1st. I'm just here to get faces out, get the money in, and then we can execute. So these fixtures were already set up before we even started the preseason. As you guys can see, we've already lost to Bayern Munich 6-4 on the 12th of July. It was a goal glut. Yeah, RB Leipzig, they're coming up next. There's a 3 o'clock kickoff. Give you guys a bit of gameplay before we head out. So we have been doing a bit of training in the background. So I did alter some of the schedules just so they can get a bit more familiar with the tactics without playing too many games. And I feel like this is quite good for a team that's only played one match together with this system. So yeah, we're going to give Garnacho some game time. Rashford right now, he's busy being unhappy. Same with Matthias De Ligt, but we do need him to be a bit more sharp. Heaven can be dropped for this one. I do want to get a victory. Don't want you guys' first introduction with me being a manager is getting thumped in a friendly. So here it goes. It's going to be our first proper match. The other match against Bayern Munich we did skip, so it's our first proper introduction as Manchester United manager in the dugout. I'm going to try to be as positive as possible. Some players who aren't really with it right now mentally, the heads are not in the game. So we're going to set this to key highlights only and speed it up a bit. See, this is a fresh database. You guys can tell I'm doing my settings as we speak. So yeah, right now we are being dominated in possession. 39% to the 62. 29 minutes gone. I'm going to shout at these guys. Demand more. Cunha with the cross in. One Maguire. Amad Diallo. Shot blocked. Might speed this up a bit more. One positive right now. De Ligt's header deflects out. Okay, so we've seen positive highlights. Our XG is 1.1 to the 0.43. Just hoping that these highlights come to something. Easy cross dealt with. He distributes that. Come on, get ahead on that. De Ligt. Oh, drops to Xavi Simons. Okay, Šeško in our box. Šeško! No! Šeško has scored. Šeško has scored for RB Leipzig. This is disappointing. So yeah, I'm just going to make it be clear, like, we want standards to be set in the friendlies. We're not having friendlies just for kicking it about sake. We're trying to establish something here. They're not having a bar of it. I haven't made any changes yet. I'm going to try fire them up for the start of the second half. I'm going to push them into attacking. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I'm just hoping that these guys feed off of my energy. Oh, good interception. Ugarte and Hoyland's not even awake. What's this man playing at? Go on, Nacho. Play him in. This guy hogging the ball, man. Just like in real life. Hogging the ball. We might get a penalty, though. Oh, we have got a penalty. Okay, that's a good segue. Okay, didn't let us know he awarded one. Maguire to take it. Maguire levels us. It's 1-1. Let me know in the comment section below. Who do you prefer, Xerxes or Rasmus Højlund? It could be to do with real life or football manager from your experiences. Come on, Dorgu. On the inside, there's Cunha. Turns, gives that to the right. Go on, Amad Diallo. Go on, Amad Diallo. Go on, Amad Diallo. Look at Cunha and Amad Diallo combining. We love it, man. 2-1. Look at this beautiful first touch by Cunha. Takes the ball out of his feet, yeah, and then he plays it off to the right. Amad Diallo just cruises into the box. Onana's in goals, giving us a 7.1. I'm gonna scoff at that. I can't lie. Dorgu, Mount, come on, Mount. There's Anthony. There we go. It might be a future for the Brazilian. It might be a future for the Eric Ten Hag flop. Oh, Werner, Chelsea reject. Can't allow him to do anything. Have it into Elmas. Over the bar. Oh, we've got the win in the bag. Full time whistles here. 3-1. We've won. We've got a 6.6 from Xerxes, 6.7 from Rashford, Mount, Anthony, Ugarte, Mainu, Euro, and Onana. They all stood out. Cunha got a goal. Ahmad got a goal. And an assist. And no, he got an assist, sorry. Maguire got a goal from the penalty spot. Happy days. A good bounce back result. So just to check out the passing stats. So the player with the best passing accuracy, of course, Onana, the goalkeeper. Next to that is going to be Majraoui. Oh, no, wait. But he came off the bench, though. Don't really count that, do I? So, yeah, we've done really well. We're going to be positive. We've been already surrounded with a lot of negative news. Let's just get a beam of positivity in the spines of the dressing room. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. I think that's a decent introduction. You guys get the gist of what we're trying to do here. We're going to get the preseason pretty much out of the way. I don't think we're going to have too many signings. Of course, we're going to start our window quite late. If I'm honest with you, you guys might not like it. The fans might not like it. But if I get the right players in, the rest of the season, we should be on cruise control. But yeah, if you enjoyed the first installation to this series, this is going to be a playthrough. So it's going to be an episode by episode thing, like I do with FC25. But if you guys want to get involved in terms of the suggestions, basically being my other members of staff, like my directors of football. If you guys have players that you guys can pinpoint out, and also source out the prices as well. Yeah, we've already got a few players like Ezekiel Palacios. Oh, Varela, he's already received bids from big teams that have European football. Yeah, guys, I might need to start making some decisions. So let me know what to do, man. Let me know what to do. I might have to put in an emergency bid for Ezekiel Palacios before anyone snaps him up. Yeah, let me know what you think of Ezekiel Palacios as well. See you guys for the next installment. Take care for now. Peace.